guys, and welcome back to the Earle Sports Bet Show. I'm Timothy Earle, joined here with Occupancy, and we've got a big slate today. Where we got 15 baseball games, 13 hockey games, and 3 NBA playoff games. Oh boy! But before we jump into today's slate, we'll go ahead and look back at yesterday. What went right? What went wrong? What crazy stuff happened? And looking at it real quick, yesterday we had the over in the Philly game, which was a nice, easy casher. Other than that, I had the Guardians, which didn't want to show up offensively. Whatever. And then we had the Astros, who imploded in the 7th and 8th inning to give up 5 runs and lose the game. That was the Astros were me and Nick's best bet yesterday, so that was kind of rough. I guess the one positive, the Mets. Holy crap! St. Louis scores 2 runs in the bottom of the 8th. I'm thinking, well, the Mets are done. 2 outs to start the 9th. A double by who hit the first double? Eduardo Escobar. No, sorry, a single, and then a stolen base. A base hit by. Oh, I'm trying to remember everything that happened last night. A base hit by an error from Nolan Arenado that way overthrew the first baseman, so Mark Hanna got on. A double by Jeff McNeil, and then a ground out to first where Dom beat it out. 2 runs scored, put him up 3-2. Pitching change. First pitch, Nimmo puts into the seats 5-2. And St. Louis thought they had a win, and then, wow, okay. So Mets, okay. I'm not going to argue with it. That was pretty fun to watch. But that was, and I did have them separately as a personal play as well, so that kind of worked out nicely. I just don't give them out every day. I'll put money on them most likely some way, shape, or form. I will say I will not put money on them today, especially after their big comeback yesterday. I'm actually not putting money on them today. But over to the NBA, Celtics got it done as they 4-0 sweep the Brooklyn Nets. Goodbye, KD. Goodbye, Kyrie. Good to see them out of here. And they were the first teams out. So now if Denver loses in 2 days, we won't be the first team out of the playoffs. So boom there. And then I hit my other play, which was the Dallas Mavericks. I took the money line thinking it was going to be a close game. It was not. They won by 25. So and yeah. It wasn't close the entire game. Dallas had a 6-point lead at the end of the first half, up to 16-point lead at halftime, 26-point lead at the end of the third, and it was done from there. So it ended up being a pretty good day for me. Made a little bit of money, so can't complain. Occupancy, how have you been doing the past couple of days?
I was doing well until yesterday. Yesterday was my first losing day in the MLB, which doesn't feel great. I had the Giants. Yeah, but it's been pretty well. Going on pretty well. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, not like huge wins every day, but consistent small wins. But no, I mean, yesterday I lost most of it. So there you go. On the straight bet side, but no, I had the Giants plus a half in the first 5. It was actually looking okay, but then Long, their reliever was the starter. I made a mistake, threw it a second on a try to get a check the runner, and no one was there. Runner advanced. They scored off that. They that blew that plus a half in the first 5. And then I had the Giants on the money line in a parlay, and then plus 3.5 actually, which was fine because the fans in Milwaukee were letting Jock Peterson have it. He went long. They took the lead. Willie Adames homered to tie it up 2-2 after he was getting into it with the umpire as well on a couple, arguments. But then Luis Gonzalez had a 2-run homer to win the game. But that was just poor management on me because I should have had San Francisco as a straight money line bet. That's on me. I had the over in Colorado Philly, but again, ruined it in a parlay. And then Houston imploding hurt. Same with the Guardians. Those were my two straight bets. And so it ends up being a losing day. But props were pretty good, and I'm looking at some more props today. And excited to break down this next slate.
Yeah, there you go. We'll go say hi to the chat, and then we're gonna try to power through these because we have like 30 games to go over today. So, what up, guys? What up, Eric? How about the Mavs and Smack City? Though I had them. I had a money line minus 150. I could have grabbed the -3, but hey, still worked out. Nice under Monday, 1-6-1 on the unders. According to the closing line value, the Mets game went over. The Colorado game went over. The Houston game was a push. The Toronto game was a push. The San Francisco game went under, and the Arizona game went under. So it would have been, and the Cleveland game went under. So 2 overs, 2 pushes, and 3 unders. But hey, there you go. Good call on the over in Colorado. Yeah, I didn't like the pitchers. I'll update the model. Sounds good, Nathan. We appreciate that. Let's go ahead and run through some games. I don't go through all the advanced analytics numbers and stuff on stream like Nick does. So it's gonna be a lot quicker of going over each game. We get the Milwaukee Brewers, Pittsburgh Pirates. Brewers are 170 favorites, total of 7. Milwaukee coming off of last night's loss versus the San Francisco Giants. But before that, they took 2 out of 3 from Philadelphia, and they swept the Pirates. So this Milwaukee team starting to look better. Pittsburgh is coming off of winning 3 out of 4 against Chicago, against the Cubs. Their only loss is when they lost by 3 touchdowns. And then they got swept by the Milwaukee Brewers the series before. Pittsburgh's starting to look a little bit better, but I don't know if I trust them. I feel like this is a lean towards Milwaukee on the run line. Brandon Woodruff has just been Brandon Woodruff's been good this year. Take out that 9-0 loss or that first game versus Colorado. 11 innings, no earned runs on 4 hits. This is the Brandon Woodruff I expect to see throughout the rest of the season. I feel like this is a Brewers run line spot or nothing. I chose nothing in this game, though.
Yeah, that's the same place I'm looking, Tim. I actually took the Pirates in their last outing, and I got to meet Woodruff. So I didn't really know who he was until the season, but he crushed it. He only let up 1 hit, 2 walks, and 9 strikeouts in that game versus Pittsburgh last week. Not going to make the same mistake twice. I'm going to go for the Brewers on the run line here.
That's fair. Right, there you go. Right. I like the run line for the Brew. Like a 4-2, 3-1 type game. And you like the under as well. Supness. We get a supness from Lex. Let's go. Brewers run line. Why not? They could easily win this game by 3-4 if they score enough offense. That's a big deal. We got the San Diego Padres and the Cincinnati Reds up next. Padres are -175, total of 8. I'm not going to be talking about this one because this game has the ESB best bet which is over on the EarleSportsBets.com website. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and check that out. But occupancy, what do you like from this game?
No, I'll keep that narrative with you guys. I think we're looking at this game the same way, but you can check out the website.
All right, fair enough. Appreciate that. Then we'll go ahead to this game, which I wish this game had a line last night. I would have been all over it. I bet all my stuff at night, and I don't have the extra funds to go and bet it now. But we get the Tampa Bay Rays, who are minus 125. They're hosting the Seattle Mariners. Total of 7 in this game. You know me. I like my Mariners. I would definitely be looking towards the Mariners, especially at plus money. This team has looked solid the past little while. They've been on a nice little streak. They've won 8 out of their last 10. They just coming off of a sweep of Kansas City. They took 3 out of 4 from Texas. They took 2 out of 3 from Houston. This is a Seattle team that I said could win the division. Look where they're sitting right now. They're currently sitting on top of the AL West at the moment. I know it's very early, but this is a team that definitely has what it takes to win the division. Going up against Tampa Bay, which is also kind of hot right now. They took 2 out of 3 from the Red Sox. They took 2 out of 3 from the Cubbies. So both these two teams playing pretty good baseball. I like the matchup. I like Logan Gilbert over Matt Weisler. Even though, because it's a bullpen game. Matt Weisler has already pitched in 7 different games this year. He's pitched 7 1/3, has a 2.45 ERA. He's allowed 2 earned runs and 5 hits in those innings. I like Seattle in this game. I know Logan Gilbert he's been solid this year. 1 earned run and 13 hits in his 16 2/3 innings. Logan Gilbert, I like it. Definitely looking towards Seattle in this game, but the line wasn't up last night, so I didn't get to it. Thoughts?
Yeah, just taking a look here at Logan Gilbert. He's got a 0.54 ERA, 0.84 WHIP, 8.1 strikeouts per 9. He seems to be the better pitcher in this matchup. He's not perfect. Like, he let up 6 hits, but no runs in his last outing. I was against Texas. But he's looked solid. I was just checking out the run stats and the hit stats. Both teams are pretty even right now in hits, but the Mariners have a slight edge in runs, so they're converting more opportunities, was what that says to me. And if we can get this nice plus price, I'm gonna go with Seattle on the money line.
I like it. Back to the chat for just a second. Lean over 7 in that Seattle game. I don't know about that one. I'm a little bit weary of that one. I don't know if we get enough offense from these two teams. Marinates. Yes, the Mariners. He also likes the Nerfy. Interesting. Under 2.5 versus 3. Didn't realize that was a bet. Good luck. All right, we'll go to the game that I hit on yesterday. The Philadelphia Phillies are minus 160 hosting the Colorado Rockies. 8 is the total in this game. You get German Marquez and Zach Eflin for this game. I'll let you start with this one. What are you thinking?
Well, last night we kind of got to see that the Rockies offense is kind of streaky. Like, they opened up the game with the long bomb, but then the Phillies just worked their way back into the game and ended up with a pretty decisive victory. I don't know too much about these pitchers, honestly, here. I got Zach Eflin and German Marquez. I think I'm going to have to stay away from this one here. I mean, just both those pitchers, they're coming up like orange on the spreadsheet, which is, not red, not green. It's kind of right in the middle there. So in a game, on a slate with how many games we got, 15 games today, I'm just gonna go ahead and pass on this one.
Yeah. Normally when I go through the slate, I click in a bunch of plays that I like, and then from those Like I normally pick out like 8 or 9 plays that I click in, and then I limit it down to 5. Yeah, I had the over in this game, and I unclicked it. It's just one of it. I was liking it for a little bit, but I liked my other plays a little bit more. Herman Marquez was an All-Star last year. Has he been an All-Star this year? Absolutely not. He has pitched 17 and a third innings. He's allowed 9 earned runs on 21 hits. He has not been pitching all that well. Granted, the Colorado Rockies have won 2 out of the 3 games that he's pitched, so at least they're winning games. But he's allowing runs, and I never chest Zach Eflin. That's just the case there. I never did, never will. First game, he had a good game against Oakland. He went 4 innings of no earned runs, 2 hits. Last 2 games, he's allowed a combined 8 earned runs on 15 hits and 9 2/3 innings. This is the Zach Eflin we expect to see. I would want to go right back to the over. Did I go? No, I didn't. I don't have to bet every single game. I bet 5 games today. So I got nothing on the Colorado Rockies and the Philadelphia Phillies. Lean towards the over. Good morning, Jarnell. Good morning. What up, twin? Or what up, twins? White Sox money line. No. Atlanta money line. Fair. I'm all right with that. St. Louis money line. No. Under 2.5 runs first 3 innings. I could see that as well. Oh wait, no, not on the Philly game. Sorry. A first inning, first 3, first 5, first 7. I don't look at all those stuff. Cheesesteak money line, cheesesteak money line. Now I'm hungry for lunch. Oh, thanks, Lex. Cheesesteak, team total over 1.5 first. Dude, you're getting me hungry. This is not nice. We'll go ahead and move on to a play that I almost snagged. And I mentioned it in the group chat last night. The Yankees are minus 280 hosting the Orioles. 7.5 is the total. We get Luis Severino and Jordan Lyles going at it. I'll let you go first. What were your thoughts on this game?
Yeah, so the first thing I saw when I was looking at this game was Jordan Lyles was 3rd worst in the league last year in hits allowed. Same with runs allowed out of every pitcher. So unless he really took this off season to get it together and change, he's 1-1 with 3.52 ERA, 12 strikeouts. But when I see that kind of historical data, I get interested kind of keep that trend going. But this is the Yankees game, so it's so tough to get in. There's so much juice everywhere you look. One thing I clicked in was the Yankees money line and the over 7.5. But then I know the Baltimore doesn't go over. So, I'm kind of left at this point if I want to get in with minus 135 for a run line is not too appealing. Minus 120 for a Yankees team total over 4.5. Also, so I think this actually, and I'm just getting into live betting. I live bet a ton of hockey and it works when you kind of have your what the plays you want to get in on when you kind of know them beforehand. So this might be a Yankees team total live bet type of game for me. Just wait, hopefully, for a slow 1 or 2 innings, and then try to get a team total over 3.5 or 4 in game. That's kind of how I'd approach this.
Yeah, you mentioned Jordan Lyles' statistics from last year. Keep in mind, Jordan Lyles was pitching in Texas, which is probably the biggest non-pitcher friendly ballpark in baseball.
Yeah.
This year, he had a bad first game versus the Tampa Bay Rays, 5 earned runs, 7 hits in 5 innings. Since then, in his last 10 1/3 innings, he's allowed 1 earned run and 11 hits. So his last 2 outings, and I will say the Baltimore Orioles won both his last 2 outings. One of them against the Yankees, where he pitched 5 1/3, 1 earned run on 6 hits. Granted, if you can get those hit numbers down, that'd be fantastic because eventually, like a Yankee team is going to put those 6 hits. It's not going to be 1 run. Those 6 hits could be 4 runs. So he needs to get him down a little bit. I almost pulled the trigger on the Orioles money line. And it's one of those things of, hey, if I'm going to fade some of the bigger favorites this year and grab the dogs, why not? I'm going to start doing that more towards the middle of the season, though. I do like Orioles in this game. Did I bet it? No. You can get the plus 1.5 runs at minus 115 if that's appetizing to you. But I'm not going after this game. It would be a definite lean towards the O's, though.
Hey Tim, I got one more thing. It looks like there is some weather coming in on the East Coast.
Yes, you know what? Maybe I should bring up RotoWire and be able to go over that as well.
Yeah, I'm seeing the Phillies game, the Nats game, and the Yankees game all have 30-60% chance of rain. So
oh boy.
Yeah, I don't, who knows if it blows past or comes in or they, whoever, but that's just something to keep an eye on if you're putting out units before the games for those ones.
Yeah, I didn't even have RotoWire up, so damn, that sucks. I only have a play in one of those games though, so hopefully it's not a big deal. Orioles have dog record better than Yankees fave record. Okay. Brewers run line, sure. Dodgers run line. Nick will always talk you onto a Dodgers run line. Jays run line, yes. Miami over. We'll see. We'll talk about that game next. Atlanta over. Who they got? Chicago, why not? Sorry, I woke up like what? No, about 40 minutes ago at this point. Jeez. But looks like a nerfy in the Orioles game. Okay. Good luck. Morning, y'all. Good morning. Rangers going under 8.5. Messed up my parlay to win 800 last night. Massive bummer. It happens. The Astros and the Guardians cost me a $600 parlay last night too. So wake up, man. I know. I'm trying. I was up late last night, so it's tough. It's tough. We'll keep on rolling. We get the Miami Marlins and the Washington Nationals. As you mentioned earlier, this one's got a 57% chance of rain. In the nation's capital, you get Sandy Alcantara and Josiah Gray. You guys already know where I'm going. I did a free pick video on this one for picks and parlays last night. I'm going to back Sandy Alcantara and Pablo Lopez pretty much every single game that they play. Because those two guys are the best pitchers in Miami. And they're probably the 4th and 5th best pitchers in the division, behind the 3 guys from the Mets. I like Sandy Alcantara. And the thing is, you're getting them at a minus 130 against a Washington team that's not going to be good this year. Josiah Gray is on the other side. So, I mean, that's probably the only pitcher I like from Washington. But this has got to be Marlins or nothing. It's just mostly back in Sandy Alcantara in this one for me. So, Miami Marlins on the money line for me in this one. Thoughts?
Yeah, me and Tim were talking about this game a little bit before. I'm one of the people who looks to back Miami, with Alcantara and Lopez as well. I'm also looking to back the Nats when it's gray. So it's kind of, I'm clashing here with this. So I don't know if I'm going to get to a side. I don't really trust the Nats. Like Tim was saying, I don't think they're going to be a good team this year. But I also don't really want to have a money line ticket against Gray. So there's an under 4 for minus 120 in the first 5, which I think, these guys are sharp to start. I think that could cash. I also think Gray strikeout props could be a look. He's been just going up. He's had 5 and 5 in his first 2 starts and then 8 in his last start. So I'll be looking into the, player props. It's been actually going pretty well for me. And then just to note, Soto hits really well against Alcantara lifetime. He's batting 364 with 8 hits, 22 at bats. So if you do like those player props, that's one person to look at. But nothing for a side here from me. Leaning towards that first 5 under 4.
That's fair. By cheesesteak, yeah, I know you mean Philly, dude. I know what you mean by a Philly cheesesteak. Come on. I used to live in New York. I know what you're talking about. Shit, chance of rain. Yes, there's chances of rain. So if anybody's in that last Philly standing contest, I'm gonna put the Marlins in. If it gets postponed, I move through. So there you go. Nerfy and Fish and Nats. Why not? I don't mind that at all. Marlins team total over. I can see it. I would kind of hope they would be able to hit the ball. So there you go. Garcia had to hit that ball 10 more freaking feet. Hey, no, I didn't want that one. That play kind of sealed the deal of, well, there goes my Astros. So, question, do your eyes ever get in the way of the numbers when you're capping a game? What do you mean by my eyes? I'm confused on that question.
Like, do we like a team and then that gets in the way of this, what the data is saying? Is that what you mean?
I don't think so. I mean, you could try to be a little bit like, if the numbers are be like, and then you like a team that pushes you over, I could see that. But no, I'm all numbers. Nats giving up runs. Yes, they are. Today I like the Suns and the Heat. You just don't like agreeing with me at all, do you? I mean, I stayed off that Heat game, but it's got to be Pelicans or nothing. Team total over 3.5. I like it. Let's keep rolling. And I know Terry's going to be happy with this game. We get the Boston Red Sox. They're in Toronto taking on the Blue Jays. Blue Jays are a minus 190, total of 8. I'll let you go first in this one.
Yeah, I took the wrong side yesterday. Looked okay. It was going 2-2 going towards the end of the game. And then we had that grand salami there. Yeah, the Toronto offense is just, they're dangerous. They really are. And Pivetta on the mound. It's gotta be the Blue Jays today, I think. I think that's the only thing I'm comfortable with in this game.
Yeah, and when you go Blue Jays, I'm going run line. That it's got to be run line or nothing in this game, especially out of 190. This is a spot that you get Nick Pivetta, which I kind of liked in the beginning of the year. And then I don't know what happened. He did not start off great, and he's been a liability for this rotation. He's allowed 13 earned runs on 16 hits in 11 2/3 innings, getting no wins. Last time that Toronto played up against Boston, when Nick Pivetta pitched, 5 earned runs, 7 hits in 4 innings. What's stopping me from him getting blown up again? That's my question, and I'm gonna say nothing. Gosman on the other side he's been pretty good this year. 6 earned runs in 21 hits for 18 2/3 innings. Last time out, he pitched against the Boston Red Sox. He allowed 1 earned run on 7 hits in 8 innings. He had a solid performance against the Red Sox. I don't see anything changing. Terry's happy with me already. I took the Blue Jays on the run line. So there you go with that one. Our best bets in that game, so we did not discuss that one. Sup, fellas? Sup, Brandon? Welcome. Blue Jays to kill him, yes. Jays team total over. I could see that as well. I like everything Jays today. So it's weird, but I do. We'll keep on rolling, and I like this game as well. You get the Kansas City Royals, Chicago White Sox. White Sox are minus 150. Total of 8.5. I'm jumping on the Royals. I don't know what the hell happens with the White Sox. They've lost 7 straight games, including getting swept by Cleveland and Minnesota. Those are not good teams. They're not going to be good teams this year. Granted, they're both sitting on top of the division right now, but those 2 teams are not going to be at the top of the division when this is all over. Granted, Kansas City is also coming off of getting swept, but they got swept by Seattle. I like Seattle. I think Seattle's a good team. So I was on Seattle that entire series. Dallas Keuchel has not been good. Daniel Lynch has been good. Well, he had one bad start against St. Louis. St. Louis got a good offense. Not going to blame him for that one. And then he went 5 shutout innings of 4 hit ball versus a Minnesota team that we've seen has offense. So this is a Dylan Lynch. I think you're going to see more of the Minnesota start rather than the St. Louis start. Dallas Keuchel has been dog shit this year. He's allowed 10 earned runs in 16 hits for 6 innings. Including in his last start, 7 earned runs and 10 hits in 1 inning. I don't care. If you're gonna get a win, if you're the White Sox, it's not with Dallas Keuchel on the mound. Give me the Royals at plus money all day. I'm not backing a White Sox team that can't win right now. So give me the Royals money line.
Yeah. Remember we said about Jordan Lyle, there was 2 pitchers worse than him last year, and Dallas Keuchel was one of them. I know I don't want to be living in the past, but the numbers don't lie. He lets up a ton of runs. And if we were thinking he turned a page this season, it didn't happen yet. So like Tim was saying, I'm going to be on Kansas money line today. I think plus 126 is a good price, a good shot. Listen, a little bit worried about the Kansas City Bats. They haven't really performed that great yet, but it's still early, and this could be an opportunity for them to get it going. I mean, yeah, they are truly in 29th for total hits right now. So, it's like a little bit, of a caution because it's like, in a big slate, I do want to try to, back a team like the Mariners if I'm getting plus money but I still think it's a worthy shot against a struggling pitcher. So I'll be on that with you as well. So. Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, the Royals are only a half game worse than the White Sox. Figure out that one out there. But here we go back to the chat. Real with me. How many bets are you making, Lex? Feels like you have plays for everything. Yeah, he puts together like monster ass parlays. I need him to be one day, but he just puts a bunch of parlays together. How many arms will KC have? They use a lot against Seattle. They'll have enough. They just had a day off. They'll have enough. They'll be fine. You have one 17-legger, and he's working on a 20-legger. There you go. There's Lex for you. Dog. Dang, you're going to be a millionaire. I mean, I've seen Lex hit a couple of 11-leggers. So, there you go. Keuchel is on the fade list. I'm going to fade him every time. I can see that one as well. Yeah. How about Kansas City team total over? I can see that one.
I was just thinking that. See what the prices are for that one, because that.
Let's see. Kansas City team total.
You can get over 4 for plus 105, or over 3.5 for minus 130, or over 4.5 for plus 130. That's a good look too. I'm wondering what the bullpen. And Kansas City's bullpen actually is pretty good. They were rated.
They haven't been bad, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Kansas City. Oh no, Kansas City bullpen ERA is 4.11. That's 7th from the bottom.
Okay,
but that's fine. I'm not worried about. I'm not so much worried about the bullpen when the Chicago White Sox have Dallas Keuchel on the mound. Yeah. White Sox epic fail. Yeah, they have not been good this year. Your best bets in the scroller? No, it's not. No, it's not. I don't know what you're talking about. We make sure it's not. Remove it before it's too. What best bets in there? Oh, yeah, never mind. I didn't realize because I copied it from something else. Yep, I realized that it was. Yep, never mind. Appreciate it. I didn't even realize I had that. I'm not worried about the Royals White Sox spot. No, it's not. Nope, I like the Royals. Also, give me a Salvi home run. There you go. Let's keep it rolling. We get the Chicago Cubs. They're in Atlanta taking on the Braves. Braves are -170. Total of 8 in this game. We get Marcus Stroman and Max Fried Chicken in this game. Cubbies, they had a nice win, 21-0. Other than that, they've lost 5 out of 6. And those are against Tampa Bay and Pittsburgh. So we'll see. I kind of lean towards Atlanta. They've been even Atlanta has not been good lately. They've lost 5 out of their last 7 games. They got Max Fried Chicken on the mound, he's been solid. It's Max Fried, by the way. But Max Fried's been solid this year. He's allowed take out the first start versus Cincinnati. He's 2 earned runs on 9 hits and 12 1/3 innings. I'm not super high on Marcus Stroman. He has not had a good he has not had a good start to the season. He had a good first start versus the Brewers. Other than that, 12 earned runs, 14 hits in his last 8 1/3 innings. So, not a game I got involved in. It would be a lean towards the Braves, but I just laid off of it.
Yeah, I got nothing here. Haven't figured out either of these teams yet, to be honest. And not going to force any plays. So it's a pass for me.
Fair enough. Cleveland wins the AL Central. Royals win the AL Central. Boom. There you go. Royals are going to win it. No, I'm kidding. Speaking of AL Central, the worst division in baseball right now, you get the Detroit Tigers and the Minnesota Twins up in the next game. Minnesota's a -140, total of 7. You get Eduardo Rodriguez and Chris Paddock. Is this actually a 7, or did I mess this one up?
I'm seeing a 7.
Yeah, 7. That feels low. Looking at it, Eduardo Rodriguez this year, 13 2/3 innings of 8 earned runs and 13 hits. Not particularly good. Chris Paddock on the other side, 5 earned runs, 11 hits, and 9 innings. He hasn't been terrible. I didn't get involved in this game. I'll be honest. I don't really like this one very much. These are 2 mediocre teams that I just don't have a beat on either of them right now. Detroit is supposed to be a solid team. They're 6-9. Minnesota is currently on top of the AL Central at 8-8. This is a weird spot. I don't like this game, so I'm just choosing to stay away from this one.
Yeah, kind of leaning towards that as well. But at the same time, kind of feel like this could be a good Minnesota spot. I mean, Eduardo Rodriguez hasn't really impressed me yet. And I don't know if he ever will. But if we can get a minus 140, put that in a parlay, I think that could be a worthy look. So for me, it's definitely a lean towards Minnesota, but I haven't gotten to the window yet.
Fair enough. Twin, who wins today? Good game. Las Vegas versus Dallas, Blues and Avalanche. I say don't bet hockey in the line. Okay. I don't really bet hockey. I know Nick. What did Nick like? I could figure this one out real quick. Hold on.
It's on the scroller.
Yeah, I don't want to wait for the scroller.
Okay.
He likes the Blues and he likes the over in the VGK game. So there you go. Jays own the East for now. AL East, I should say. They wouldn't stand a chance in the NL East. In terms of winning the division. 7 does feel low. I'm on the over. Yeah, there you go. Blues and VGK to win. There you go. There's some picks. We'll go to this game now. You get the New York Mets and the St. Louis Cardinals. Mets after their big comeback yesterday. They're throwing out Chris Bassett on the mound. And then on the other side is Jordan Hicks for the Cardinals. This one's pretty close to a pick 'em. I'll let you start with this one. What are you thinking for this one?
I'll be brief and simple here. I was just prodding around the community at the beginning of the season, asking for people's bet on pitchers, and Bassett came up. So for me, a minus 125 on the Mets money line. Obviously, gonna do more research and look into it, but a couple people I think have been doing this for a while said Bassett's a bet on pitcher. So yeah,
that's fair. I like that. I'm not going after this game, and the main reason why is I feel like after last night's game, I feel like this could be a big letdown spot for the Mets. If anything, it's probably leaning towards the Cardinals in this game. By the way, if anybody had the under 6.5 in last night's Mets game, I feel bad for you because after 5 runs in the top of this ninth, it ended up pushing it over. But I like Chris Bassett. He's been solid this year. He had that one bad start. Well, I'm not going to call it a bad start. He had one bad inning, I should say, against the no, he had he had 2 bad innings where he allowed 3 runs in the first, 2 runs, 1 run in the second, 1 run in the fourth. But he ended up going 6 innings that game, and he kind of shut them down afterwards. Other than that, his 2 other starts combined 1 earned run on 5 hits and 12 innings. So he's still been very solid. 1 bad start versus the Giants. I'm not overly concerned about it. But after last night's game, the situational spot, I feel like this is a lean towards the Cardinals, if anything. But I did not bet this game. So, under Orioles, bad weather. You can never talk me off of an under in Orioles games. Nerfy in the Mets Cards as well. I could see a Nerfy. Obviously, I don't bet Nerfy, Yerfies, all that stuff. But be careful. The Mets are Nerfy killers. So I don't know if there's been many Nerfies in Mets games this year. So just be careful with that. I don't know the data on that one because I don't bet that stuff. But I don't know. The Mets made my night yesterday. That was some great baseball. I was super excited about that one too. How about the Oilers versus Penguins?
I like the Oilers.
There you go. He likes the
plus
Oilers.
money, yeah.
I'm not betting hockey. I'll bet hockey in the playoffs, but I'm not betting it now. There's no point for me in betting it now. Also, lean towards the Mets also. That's fine. That's fine. Brewers, Padres, Astros parlay today. What do you think on those three? Brewers, yes. Padres game has our best bet. Astros, we're about to go out over the Astros game in a minute. Lean Cardinals in this spot. I would too. I would lean Cardinals. Didn't bet it. If you parlay all the NBA favorites together, it's plus 164. I'll tell you, one of those favorites is not winning. Twins. Yeah, I can see the Twins today. We'll go to the Astros game now. The Astros are minus 117, total of 9.5 in this game. I got the Texas Rangers money line in this one, and my explanation for this one, it will be in 2 words: Jake Odorizzi. Jake Odorizzi is pitching for the Houston Astros, and he is awful. He's really bad. He's allowed 9 earned runs and 16 hits in 9 innings. If the Astros want to win this game, they need to put up, I gotta say, at least 7 runs in order to be able to have enough offense to beat this Texas Rangers team. We get Texas, who is coming off of a nice series win versus Oakland. I will say that. And then looking at Taylor Hearn, 0-1 this year, 10 2/3 innings. He's allowed 9 runs and 19 hits, 10 2/3. I was close to going over in this game. The one problem is that Houston's not hitting. They really aren't doing much lately. They got 2 runs last night. Sure, Sunday, 8 runs against the Blue Jays. That's an outlier because days before that, 8, 3, 0, and 2. This Houston offense is not good. Altuve is out again today. This is a Texas spot or nothing. I'm grabbing the Rangers in this one. Got to pick them. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I ignored the Houston lack of hitting yesterday, and I just thought it'd be kind of an easy Monday. Thought Houston money line would be great. It did not pay off, and I should have not ignored that stat. Texas has been hitting. They're kind of right around the middle of the pack. And look, if you're saying, "Hey, we got an alert here for Odorizzi," I'm gonna have to lean with Texas on this one.
I mean, even I can hit Jake Odorizzi's fastball. That's been a joke since last year. So, yeah. If you get it, you get it. Pick some parlays, fam. The morning Woodies. Oilers money line. We'll go over hockey in a minute. Oilers race to 2, over 9. I can see the over. Rangers, yeah. Texas, yes. I like Texas. Nerfy Astros. I can see it. Seeing them in Philly next week should be a 30-run game. There you go. Man, I like the over 9.5, but haven't pulled the trigger yet. I was close to, but I didn't. Yurfie in the Astros game, 1-point runs. Against Odorizzi, yeah, I can see that. Hurricanes versus Rangers, Oilers versus Penguins. You said you like the Oilers. I think Nick likes the Rangers as well, so take that as you wish. Dane Dunning looked pretty good yesterday. That he did. I didn't think Dane Dunning would look good. We got 3 more MLB games. I'm going to try to work through these a little bit quicker. I got no plays on the rest of these games, but Cleveland is in Los Angeles, take on the Angels. Angels are minus 167.5 is the total. Tristan McKenzie, Patrick Sandoval, Pablo Sandoval, the Panda, but Patrick Sandoval, no earned runs, 7 hits in 8 innings this year, so he's off to a solid start. That was against Houston and Miami, so take that as you wish. Tristan McKenzie on the side of Cleveland has been solid as well. He's pitched 11 1/3 innings, 3 earned runs on 6 hits. Can't complain about that one either. But if anything, it's a lean towards the Guardians. But the Guardians showed me nothing offensively yesterday. They've showed me nothing offensively the last 4 games where they put up 0, 2, 4, and 1. This is a Cleveland team that's starting to go downhill. It would be a lean towards the Angels, I guess, but it'd have to be run line or nothing. But nothing for me in this game.
Yeah, Tim, I got nothing in the next two games. Not going to be betting it either of those.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go to that one game, one of those games. We get the Dodgers, who are minus 200 against the Diamondbacks, 9.5 in that one. Minus 200, and Tony Gonsolin's on the mound. I know Gonsolin's been good, 13 innings. He's allowed 1 earned run on 9 hits, but it's Gonsolin. Against Zach Davies, who has not been good this year. Actually, he only pitched once this year so far, so my bad. 2 earned runs, 4 hits, and 5 innings against the Padres. We haven't seen much of him so far this year, so I'm not sure what we're going to be getting out of him. You know me, it's a lean towards the Diamondbacks or nothing. I'm not going to bet the Dodgers at minus 200. Their run line is at a minus 135. They got me messed up if they think I'm betting that. This one's a pass on this game. I'm not really a big fan on this one. What do you think about Westbrook deleting Lakers stuff from Insta? I really couldn't care less. Angels win. I could see it. I got this game under 8, kind of scared, but I'm okay with it. Yeah, I could see an under 8. These offenses haven't been showing up. Did someone say Dodger run line? Yes, Nick's on the Dodger run line. All right, final game of the MLB slate. You get the Oakland A's and the San Francisco Giants. The Giants are massive 260 favorites, and I believe this is one of the bigger favorites so far this year. Carlos Rondon and Dalton Jeffries, total of 6.5 in this game. I feel like I have to bet the over just by merit. I believe all but one 6.5 total went over. And that was the game that Max Scherzer pitched against the Giants, and it ended up being, I think, like a 4-1 type of game or something like that. This has got to be an over. Lean towards the Giants run line. It's only a minus 115 even though they're massive favorites. I understand because the home team is kind of baked in. I'm not getting involved in this game though. It's not anything I'm going after. But I know that you're a big A's fan, it looks like. So what are you thinking for this game?
15 mile per wind's out. 54-degree cool night. So we could see some balls fly. I think this number is a little low. If you like the Giants D and you want to take Giants team total over 4, it's minus 115 as well. But obviously I'm not going to lay a juice on the money line. But I think parlay piece, Giants money line could be worth it. Like the Giants here. Even though both pitchers have actually been okay, but this is it was a homecoming game. A lot of fans come out there. And I think the Giants will come to play. Look, there's listen, they built off a little bit of a win yesterday. They did not look good in the first part of that game. I mean, they looked like a loss for sure. And then they kind of got up, so they got some motivation, flying back. I think this is a good spot for them. Obviously, you see the prices, so you gotta get creative with it.
Fair enough. Dodger run line, Jays money line, Padres money line, Giants run line, parlay. Bunch of favorites. Okay. 21 viewers, 7 likes. Hit the like button. Dang right. Giants run line. Sure. Yep. Over 6.5 here. I don't mind the over 6.5. I like an over on A's versus Giants. I can see him. LO snack time. What are you snacking on? We still have some insomnia cookies from last night, so snacking on one of those. The champs. LOL. Mariners money line. Yes, Mariners money line. I like it. We'll go ahead quickly run into some NBA. I'll quickly power through these 3 games, and then Occupancy has a bunch of hockey to talk about. We'll start off with the one game that I have zero interest in. The Atlanta Hawks are in Miami taking on the Heat. Heat are 6.5-point favorites, total of 217.5. The Heat are up 3-1 in this series. It would be a lean towards the Hawks, I guess. That's where Nick's liking, and I can understand his idea of it. In the last game, the Hawks lost by they lost against the spread by 22.5 points, which is kind of Nick's reasoning. He likes to go after teams that lose by at least 12.5 or more. I understand that, but this is just not a game that I want to go after. I have plays on the other two, so I'm passing on the Atlanta Hawks and the Miami Heat. Occupancy, you got nothing for NBA, right? Sounds good. I'll keep rolling through. The Minnesota Timberwolves and the Memphis Grizzlies are going at it. Grizzlies are 6-point favorites, total of 232.5. I like the Grizzlies. I think they get it done in 6. Last game was not anything that the Minnesota Timberwolves should run home with. Yeah, sure, they won last game, but I believe they were hitting some crazy number from 3. And the fact that this game was only a 1-point game is not convincing. Because I'm pulling up their stats. What was this on Sunday? Nope, this one was on Saturday. Gamecast or box score. That's what I was looking for. When they hit 50% from 3-point land and only win by 1, that's not convincing. They had a lot of turnovers. They had 15 turnovers. The Timberwolves shot selection is not good. This is 100% a Grizzlies spot or nothing. I'm taking the Grizzlies -6 to get the job done at home versus the T-Wolves. Going the opposite direction, though, when it comes to the last game, I like the Pelicans to at least cover, if not beat the Suns. I think that the Pelicans have a chance to win the series outright. We saw last game, the Pelicans outdid the Suns by a lot. Not having Booker is starting to hurt them. They really don't have a primary scorer right now. It's Chris Paul dishing the ball out to everybody. And that doesn't always work. Although the Suns have been very good at home this year, this team's beat up, and 6.5 points is too many to give me for the Pelicans. I'm taking New Orleans in this spot. I think they get the job done. If they don't win, they're going to at least cover. So 6.5, I'm taking the points with the Pelicans for the night game in the NBA. You got to be careful. My girlfriend just asked who I was talking about, Giants D. It's definitely we're part of the XXX community. I mean, we're talking baseball, so come on. Hope you had chocolate chip. It's an M&M one. It's an M&M cookie. So good. I used to crush Oreos when I had Halo and Halo 3 sessions. That's fair. Heat money line first quarter. Sure, why not? Grizzlies against the spread first quarter. Sure, why not? I have the Pelicans. I like the Pelicans and the over. Yes, I like the Pelicans. And sure, I guess it's a lean towards the over, but I don't know. Hard to bet on the NBA for me. I'm just not confident in anything here. That's fair. Definitely Grizzlies. I like, and I see the over. Careful because the under is hitting like, oh no, the over hit last game, but we'll see. We'll see. I like the Suns' easy win tonight. They may win, but they're not covering a 6.5. You took the Heat first quarter. Ooh, I like that. Even better M&Ms. Yep. CP3 coming hard. Sure. Hey, he can only do so much. And it's not like he's a big dude, so he can only do so much. We'll see. I like the Pelicans. The value is definitely there. All right, Occupancy, you got a lot of hockey today. So, and I know there's a lot of games that are not good. So can run through these games. Talk about whichever ones that you like more in length. But what's up?
If I could, I got like a 2 minute thing on just these clinching scenarios because honestly, I'm not going to bet any other games personally. But the ones that's just the way I'm going to play it. But for props, I have an angle.
Okay.
So I know you got the order and everything, but the Panthers can clinch the President's Trophy tonight. The Leafs can clinch the number 2 seed with a point. The Hurricanes clinch the Metro if they win. The Oilers clinch the number 2 playoff seed with a win versus Pittsburgh. The Kings clinch a playoff berth if the Stars beat the Knights. And the Oilers and Kings will play each other in first round if Dallas beats Vegas. And Nashville will clinch the playoffs if they beat Calgary in regulation, and then a couple other things. So I'm not in the locker room. I don't know, how hard they're playing. I looked at the Hurricanes schedule last year. I had a couple losing money line tickets on them at the very end of the season. I don't know if I think they may have that resting kind of mentality here. But the angle I will share with people here is because I do player props every day. I go back to the last few games, and I mean we could do it together, but I would go back to the last few games and I'd see who's been getting minutes and who's been shooting the puck. Because I think those people, whoever they are getting up. And I don't think like the regular season trends are super valid right now for some of those. But I'd go back the last couple of games and just see, who's been getting ice time, who's been shooting, etc. And nothing for me on this game.
All right. Well, we'll quickly tag on each game. If you have something on it, cool. If not, just saying. No good spots in this game. And this is kind of how it's going to be for the rest of the season. I know Nick will end up breaking down each game by minute, puck shot by puck shot or whatever. But at the end of the day, how many games do we have left in the regular season? How many days do we have left?
The last full slate is on Friday.
Okay, so we got 4 games left. All right. I will say, during the NBA regular season at the end of it, I didn't bet the last weekend. So we got 4 games left. NHL is very tricky right now, so just be careful. We'll tag on each game. So you said nothing from the Hurricanes, and this is going to kind of be a rapid fire. Ready?
Yeah.
Blue Jackets and Lightning. Is there anything clinching scenario, any motivational spots, anything important here?
No.
By the way, if anybody has any questions about any of the games, go ahead, leave them in the comments, and we'll go off of that a lot. But I'm hoping Nick just says I'm not interested in betting the NHL the last 3 games. But we'll see. Red Wings and Maple Leafs. Anything that you're going after for this one? I'm
not gonna. But this I would look towards a Leafs puck line here because they can. But it's minus 175. Yeah, these odds are terrible, honestly, right now. Nah, I mean player props. Ilya Mikheyev. He got a goal last game. They've been like resting Matthews every other game. But if he's in, look towards him, Nylander, the usual suspects. Yeah, I mean, nothing really that appealing here for me on this one.
That's fair. It's essentially with some of these ridiculous lines of minus 470, I wouldn't be interested either.
Yeah.
Oilers and Penguins.
This one, we're getting a plus 130, plus 125 for the Oilers here, and the Oilers are a young team, so they kind of are showing up, I think, towards the end here. They don't have as much playoff experience, so I think they're just gunning. I'm cool with the Oilers money line. I think I'll end up getting that on my card. Mike Smith expected. But yeah, I like the Oilers in this game.
Sounds good. Oilers for you. Panthers, Bruins, anything involving in this game?
No.
Nothing interested for this one?
Mm-mm.
Fair enough. This beautiful game of the Devils and the Senators.
Everyone's going to be on the Senators. Everyone's fading the Devils right now. The Sabres just had a nice win against the Devils. And a lot of people cashed those tickets. Yeah, just yeah, I'm not going to bet this game.
All right. Islanders and Capitals.
Pass.
Fair enough. Coyotes and Wild. Minus 585 for the Wild. Jesus.
Just on a price play, and I know home ice is so important. I know the Wild aren't going away, and it's like, come on, like quarter unit on the Yotes money line, or the plus 2.5 is still plus money. The Wild really going to be trying every game towards the end. Terry will say yes, and Terry will say,
Terry will say yes.
And I'm not gonna bet this game.
Let's see. Is there? Darn, I can't find like Coyotes reverse puck line.
No, they won't offer it if it's that juiced.
Really?
Yeah, because it's so far now that, the odds would be like plus 600 plus 800. Yeah, exactly.
Flames and Predators.
Flames and Predators is an interesting one. Let me see who's starting real quick for the Flames. It's Markstrom expected. Let me just check the other side here. Let me see something here really quick. I lean with the Predators. I'm just checking the last time they played here. I know they've been splitting, but let's see. In their last matchup, yeah, the Preds won 3-2 in the last matchup, and that was on the 19th. So that was not that long ago. And I think kind of in the end of the season, sort of the Preds need this game more than the Flames. So I would lean to the Preds here, but again, I don't think I'll end up playing it.
Sounds good. This is one of the games I think that you had interest in, Golden Knights and Stars.
So yeah, there are two angles I think you can take here. You can take Vegas is done. They've proven that they can't do it. Let's cash one more Stars ticket, and be done with it. And then Vegas goes home. And then if you like the Knights, it's a pick 'em, right? It's a pick 'em. So obviously the books have decided there really is not a clear edge here if it's minus 110, minus 110. But then the other narrative is, Vegas has one more chance. This is now their last stand. They have to win. Honestly, Dallas at home, it feels weird saying this because I kind of do like the Knights as a hockey fan, but I think the Knights are done. I really do. They haven't put it together, and Dallas is going to be a wild card team. It looks like so they're they're motivated. That they can't be coasting or resting people. They can't be doing that tonight. So I'm gonna have to go with Dallas.
Yeah. This will be the first time that the Golden Knights missed the playoffs in their franchise history. So, Vegas, don't get spoiled. Blues and Avalanche.
Props. Good prop game for Burakovsky and Nichushkin. Been getting top line minutes for the Avs. Landeskog's still out. If we're getting Francouz or Kemper, still expected, but yeah, no sides, but could be a good prop game here.
There you go. I know Nick is all over the Blues. I will mention that one real quick. Kraken Canucks.
If you need help, call somebody. No,
No,
I
if you need help, it's this game.
right.
No,
No, I
or the
listen.
next game.
I rode the Canucks pretty much just the last like 2 weeks, so it's not like I have anything against them, but they just couldn't pull it together at the end when it really they needed that last push. So yeah, and the Kraken, they came out to a 2-0 lead against the Wild, and I had a money line ticket for them, but yeah, the Wild just said that was it. You had your first period. Now we're taking over. So yeah, nothing for me in that game either.
And then this is your 1-800-GAMBLER game. Hold on.
Stop it. Get some help.
Sorry, I know it's your Sharks.
No, I mean, yeah, I just live out here. I'm an Islanders fan at heart, but
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, but no, I mean, probably good prop game. Zegras and Terry, and the Sharks actually spoiled Vegas a little bit here, and we had Earle on the board then, and then that young kid. I mean, books probably. I don't know if they'll catch up. I don't know if they'll have him. Just getting Bordelot. Yeah, he's good. I think he's a guy at Michigan. And if you're looking for a one-shot anytime goal prop, it'd be an interesting look to probably get some good plus money on a guy like Bordelot to score probably like plus 400, something like that. If the books have him, he got that game winner in the shootout against Vegas. So
Nick went crazy for that one. That was fantastic.
Oh yeah, no, I mean that game meant something. Yeah, that game definitely meant something. So disappointing, but this new kid just got pulled up and he's impressing his teammates. That's good for their future, but obviously, they're not making any playoff run. But yeah, I mean, honestly, the lean towards the Sharks if you want to side, but yeah, not interested in laying juice, but decent prop game. Decent prop game. These teams usually trended under, so I wouldn't recommend any overs necessarily, but yeah, I think the regular suspects for props could be good if you want to bet this game.
Yeah. Tread lightly the last couple games of the NHL. I mean, I don't bet the NHL to begin with, but tread lightly when it comes to it because some teams don't care right now. Just keep that in mind. Wait until playoffs. That's what I did when it came to the last couple of days of the NBA. Once the last teams kind of clinched, I'm like, whatever. I'm not interested. I feel like there's like 2 games all of 2 games that I would want to bet today. Obviously, Nick has about 600, but I don't know. We'll go back to the chat, and then we'll kind of wrap it up for today. That kind of worked out nicely. 2 goals, first period for Canes, BS versus Rangers. Only thing I kind of like. Lots of unders on today's slate. Playoff hockey starting up. There you go. Rangers money line. Sure. Oilers and the team total over 2.5. Okay. Over 7 and the Maple Leafs team total over. I mean, Maple Leafs are what? Monster favorites, so I can understand that one. 1-800 to one of the games. I believe that was the Senators game. 1-800 Lex guarantee Oilers race to 2. Good luck. Panthers team total over and the money line as well. Okay. He likes the Senators and the Senators team total over, even though he calls them the politics. Most definitely agree with the Oilers and the Panthers. There you go. Caps money line and over 5.5. I believe Nick has the puck line for the Caps. Wild team total over 4.5. Wild can easily put it. Well, the thing is, do you really think the Wild are going to go out of their way to put up 7 goals or something on them, or 5 goals on them? That's kind of a little bit. I don't know. Stars money line. Okay, you're on the angle that the Vegas Golden Knights are done. Okay. Yep. Eddie Blues race to 2. Over 6 if you Nucks if you buck, and a 1-800% stay away. Baby Sharks do, and so are the Ducks. There you go. I kind of like that run through. That kind of worked for the NHL because it's just kind of weird right now. So just be careful when it comes to it. I know Nick will keep throwing out about 600 plays a night, but I couldn't. But that's going to pretty much wrap it up for today. I'm going to do a little bit of housekeeping, recap, and then we'll head on out. If you guys are new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all the links in the description below. Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, picks and parlays, premium plays, merch, TikTok, ESB shorts, and the EarleSportsBets.com website, all linked down below. I'm going to go grab Occupancy's Twitter so that you guys can go follow him on Twitter. He posts all of his plays and stuff there as well.
Appreciate that.
You do good work, so I'm gonna help show it off. So go ahead and follow him on Twitter. There it is, link there. And then a little bit of a recap. Baseball today: Marlins, Blue Jays run line, Royals, and Rangers. In the NBA, like the Pelicans and the Grizzlies. Nick has a laundry list of games. I am not going over every single one of them. Occupancy, a couple of your best bets for today. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I'm thinking Brewers run line, Seattle money line, Kansas money line, Yankees team total over live if we can get it. And then, maybe a Nerfy in the Fish Nets. And then, San Francisco team total.
There you go. Final last comments. Tim, where is Nick? He's in class. I believe this is the last show that he's going to miss for the rest of the semester until next semester. So we'll have Nick back pretty much every day. But Occupancy did a good job. I appreciate him hopping on. I appreciate all the real quick. I appreciate all the people who come on at short notice, and so Occupancy, Terry, Lex, Dre. I feel like I'm missing one or two, but I've had a couple people on that normally don't really come on that often. I know you come on Terry's show every day now, but by the way, yes to the run line on the Giants. But I appreciate all the guys that came on, helped us be able to, push through the season when Nick has classes and stuff. And so yes, thank you.
Thank you guys. I appreciate you hosting, Tim. It's a great show, and appreciate everyone in the chat. It's awesome to get this take. I'm on the West Coast. This is a great start to my day. Talk sports and get a good look at the slates. And I appreciate y'all.
There you go. But a couple of your best bets for today.
Yeah, I was saying before, Seattle money line, Kansas money line, the Brewers run line. I think those are the ones I'm feeling the best about.
You might have said that already, but then I talked and then I forgot. So it works. Hey, but that should pretty much wrap it up for today's show. Make sure you guys check out the EarleSportsBets.com package. 7 days, $49. Use the code MLB at checkout, 20% off. So if you're interested in that, that's more for the people who bet at night, because me and Nick put all of our plays up at night and you beat a lot of line movements. So that's going to pretty much wrap it up for today. I want to thank you guys all for watching. And until next time, let's make some money. Let's cash some bets. MLB, NHL, NBA, all that good stuff. And me and Nick will be back tomorrow, probably around 10:15-ish, for another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. Till next time, good luck. And let's hear again.